I love DVN. I'm just going to say that.
Don
and the
Van
Rooster.
Natta.
Yeah, T's and P's, all the respect in the world to DVN and the Rooster.
You want to tell people who the Rooster is?
It's his partner from Domino's, and we played Domino's a couple years ago. Is there a title besides Pulitzer Prize Award winner that's more like hoity-toity? They're like, ugh. You know what I mean? Like when someone
Nobel
gets introduced
Prize.
with that?
Nobel Prize.
Nobel Prize.
Yeah.
Nobel
Prize.
Peabody Award winner.
Oh yeah, that's
Oh,
also
please.
brutal. Yeah.
What is the point that you're making?
It's just one of those things where you live off of that forever, right? You win one of those, and what if it's like an off year? You know what I mean?
Does
Like
have-
it's an off year for the whatever the award
It
was.
does have a lot of weight associated.
Yeah, the
is
Pulitzer
heavy,
Prize.
yeah.
It's like, oh, this guy's better at being an intellectual. This guy or girl is better at being an intellectual.
There has to be a winner, though, in the bunch, though, that the other one, to Billy's point, that the other ones look at and be like, that was a bad year.
That was a bad year for news or whatever.
Your Pulitzer
reporting.
is the
Yeah.
worst of all the
Yeah.
Pulitzers.
How many awards have you won for your writing?
A few? I don't know.
What's
lot.
the most prestigious?
It's just National Associated Press Writers Award.
Ugh.
Oh.
Thank you, Chris. I appreciate the flattery of those. The plaques are
Which is the one that you carried in your hand while you
in
needed to
storage.
take a shit?
There were 6 of them.
The
It was-
AP.
It wasn't just one
Look
of
at
them.
me,
It was-
Louis.
well, wait a minute. You just asked.
It was
You
weird.
have
as a
6
weird
trophies?
flag.
He had
Just
6
asked.
trophies.
It was a
At one
big
time.
year. It was a big year.
What was the
What was the
scoop?
piece?
These stories there were a number of them. At feature writing, column writing, there were a number of different categories. But the
Was
reason
this
The
the
Pell
one?
Grants.
Damn, was, no, that was the one where he went to China.
Levon Hernandez, you're so good at baseball.
No, he went to China with somebody.
Who was
Did
it?
you go to China with?
that was not what I won an award for.
Wow.
The important part of this story is not the winning of the 6 awards. It's that I was locked out of my house and in a moment of great humbling had to shit in the backyard with those plaques next to me. That is the story. The story is not about the 6 awards. The story is not a flattering story. The story is that I was locked out of my house when I was penguin walking up the driveway with my 6 awards, and I was in the backyard, and the neighbor could see, hey, there's Dan Le Batard squatting in the backyard surrounded by his writing plaque.
You have like a chain link fence. How do they see you?
What do you mean? How do they see me? It's not. I don't have so much
like a
shrubbery in my
wooden
backyard.
fence. What kind of fence was it?
It was it was not a fence that protected my privacy in a moment when I was shitting in the backyard.
I'll keep it grounded there.
That's the universe telling you, never get too high.
Yeah. What was the topic? What the jure?
There were 6 of them. There were 6 different writing
Oh,
awards.
wow,
so
it's
you
a
won
big
for
year.
6 different projects.
A lot of hardware.
Wow.
Watch out, Aubrey Plaza.
Do you send like a thank you to like the subjects of your writing, like when you win an award? Like, hey, hatchet wielding hitchhiker who murdered people, who I wrote a story about. Like, thanks for
Kai.
existing. Thank you, Kai, for murdering people because I won this award on your behalf. Or do you like thank them in the acceptance speech?
There was no acceptance speech.
Oh. It was like a drive-through. You just pick up the trophies.
Yes, it was like a McDonald's drive-through where they just give out awards. And
Like a
plaques.
McDonald's drive-through, or was it a McDonald's drive-through?
You
that
with the
did that?
chain link fence is an upset.
Yeah, surprising.
I was in college. It was like I was in my early 20s.
Oh, you won awards in college.
And he had a
Oh,
house.
wow, look at you.
I mean, you own
Is
a
that the most
house in this
prestigious one?
market?
A phenom over here.
I was in my early 20s. Why are you guys asking me all these
Did you have a
questions?
Just
pool?
about-
Did you have a
wondering. I
pool?
mean, we know
Trying to
nothing
get to know
about
you
you.
better.
Paint the
Yeah.
picture.
Did you have a
win,
pool?
You did win a New Times Award in 2018.
The point
There you
I
go.
love those
the
awards.
point of the story
very
They seem
political.
rigged.
was not to celebrate what I won writing awards for. It was to make fun of those achievements when paired against the Pulitzer Prize, which any year is legitimately difficult to win.
But not in the off years.
There has to be an off year. Dan.
Exactly,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
They're all
Right.
great
In
every
the
year.
club, yeah.
Yes.
There's like the Heisman House. Like there's someone in the Heisman House that you're like, what is this person
Eric
doing?
Crouch.
Jason White.
Exactly. You know what I mean? When you write a Pulitzer Prize winning piece, because it's for one piece, right? Like it's
Yes.
one.
Well, there are a number of different categories, but it is in those categories for one piece, and it is all of American journalism.
So you've looked into it.
I would never win such an award. It's very hard to win any year. It's hard to win.
Some years not as hard.
You
though. We
mentioned
can agree
that,
on
but
that.
we can't agree on that.
But
you guys
when
don't
you're
know
writing
what you're
it,
talking
are
about.
you going for it? Are you saying I'm gonna win a Pulitzer for this? Like, do you say, you know what?
Many
This-
newspapers do, yes.
So like sometimes it's like this is 4,000 words, but if we can get it to like 4,400, that'll give us the Pulitzer.
It tends to be resources, not words.
Mm.
It tends to be we were going to try and win an award, win a prestigious award You guys think there are off years for the Nobel Peace Prize?
Oh, of course.
All of the
There has to be.
all of the world's giving.
I mean, I would think in all the years of the world wars that those are off years for peace prizes. You know what I mean? Like, there's a world war going on. The world is at war with each other, but they're giving someone an award for peace. That's an off year.
But would you not agree, though, that if you're competing for a victory of one, this is why I'm saying the Atlanta Hawks half-court shot should be worth more. If you're competing against everybody to win a single thing, when the content is produce all of your best, say, investigative reporting done by all of the entities that write words, you guys think there's an off year for such a thing?
Chris found one.
I mean, 2017, Art Cullen writing about, agricultural interests in Iowa. I mean, come on.
Slow year.
Come on.
Yeah.
Literally writing about corn. I mean,
Mhm.